Now, qualification for the Elite Grand Prix with the Trion Nemesis. And yeah, strange Grand Prix, because this is obviously one where you don't get a key for the car by doing it, you just get other rewards. So just credits, blueprints for the Trion, not epics for the Trion. But yeah, you're basically just competing just to try to help you to unlock it. The Trion Nemesis is obviously unlocked through the daily events which are available each week. But like, yeah, the thing about it is if you haven't unlocked this car yet, the chances are by the time you need this for the second half of the American season, you won't have it ready. And it's likely that Gameloft will give a chance to people to buy this car. And I would strongly recommend, if you're missing this one, you're likely to be missing other cars as well. So just be careful when it comes to buying DLC for this, because yeah, you might be able to get some bits and pieces from it, but I'd imagine this car will be quite a costly price tag. Especially for a car that, like I said, you can get guaranteed blueprints for it every single week. As a free-to-play player, you absolutely don't need a Legend Pass or any packs in the slightest for it. It's just play and get some good luck with that. Now, as usual, I'll do a practice blast in this. Like, Trion Nemesis is a car I really enjoy. I have this myself at 2 epics, I think it is, short of max. This rolling motorway stage, though, is pretty cool for the Trion. Like, it's just one where you need to build up nitro on the barrel rolls and then just blast it out on the straights. And just be careful, like in this Trion especially, do not use nitro while you're turning, because yeah, it's a complete waste. And yeah, when you are turning, try and do it in open drifting. So like, release the accelerator while you're letting the car just kind of skeet around corners. But try and go nice and low along the first barrel ramp. And yeah, same again with the second one. Like, this is one car that really benefits from not going too high, because of the fact it's got such a decent flatland speed anyway. Like, the longer you spend in the air, sometimes you might be just kind of losing a small bit of time on there. So yeah, 32,134. That's not too bad. I think that would get me qualified fairly okay in this group that I'm in. Now, with the other Grand Prix in Asphalt and Legends, when you don't qualify, if you fail to qualify in the first 2 stages, yeah, they give you an option to like pay in 500 tokens or 750 tokens, I think, in the later Grand Prix. With this one, when it ran on global, if you didn't qualify, you could bring yourself into the stages by paying a fee of, I think it was just a really small amount of actual credits. So hopefully that will be the case on the Switch as well for people who don't qualify, because it would be cool to get like more and more players involved in these Grand Prix, obviously. The only thing about it is, if they do bring it to the Switch whereby it costs tokens to enter this Grand Prix, remember that the reward from this one is just tokens as well, pretty much. So like, there's not much point in paying 1,000 tokens as an entry fee to a competition where the maximum prize you can win from it's 300 tokens. Like, you know, even if you win, you're going to be down 700 tokens. But yeah, hopefully it'll stay as a credits reward, and we'll see how it goes, yeah, once the actual event starts rolling. Now, as with all Grand Prix though, we've got our 2 qualification stages. So rolling motorway for qualifiers 1 and 2. Then, like I said, you'll be able to buy your way in if you don't qualify from your groups in that, hopefully with just credits. And then Cairo's Subterranean Dash is not too bad as stage. Again, it's one like a Cairo stage will be really good in the Trion. San Francisco City Dash, again, not too bad. Shanghai Future Road, really good. Then New York and Rome, those are tracks that are going to be kind of punishing a small bit for the Nemesis's handling, I would say. So definitely like tight cornering and like the micro adjustments and stuff that you have to do on New York is really going to punish that car. But yeah, those are the stages as the event ran through on the global version of the game. If you wanted to get some practice in, those are the tracks you're looking for the individual stages. But like I said, this one, it's sort of a bit of an easier Grand Prix in terms of just, there's less at stake. There's obviously tokens, which are brilliant, but you know, there's no like fighting for a key and stuff. So it is just a case of do your best, see how you can kind of get on in your groups, and obviously still going to be competitive, but the Trion isn't on the line, at least for a bad race in this one. Now, and realistically, I've qualified So I've qualified with the first 2 races. I've had 32.5 in. It's a bit slower than the practice time, but yeah, there's no point in me not using my 3 qualification attempts in this one. So like this Elite Grand Prix, whilst you get the car at maximum and stuff, it is pretty cool that there's less stress involved. There's no like trying to like buy packs and stuff to kind of beat other players or to undermine people and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully people have a bit more kind of fun with this GP since there's less on the line. There's obviously less on the line as well, which is kind of a bad thing. So you don't have you can't win the Trion outright in this one, but you can definitely get some nice rewards for it. Yeah, nice low kind of sweep in there, and then just, yeah, you want to like keep this car as low as possible. It sounds strange, but I find that it's definitely one that deals less good with lots of airtime, unlike some of the other, like there is obviously some cars which need to get into the air to actually make some decent time, but like the Trion Nemesis is just, it's such a beast when it's on the ground. It really is just genuinely like it just works out better. But yeah, yeah, 1.3 seconds. That should keep me qualified maybe for tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. Like that's definitely a fairly decent improvement on that time. It's 0.2 of a second faster than my attempt number 2. Like I said, when the stress gets lifted with these GPs, it's kind of cool for me, because I really genuinely like, I love collecting the cars in this game, so I do kind of panic a tiny bit when it comes to the Grand Prix for car keys. But there's 32.0, so that's put me a second or so ahead of the people in number 2 and 3 position. So I'd imagine that should get me qualified, hopefully. And yeah, like hopefully you see the kind of way that I'm kind of cutting that just to go as low as possible to get this time. This Grand Prix has changed a tiny bit from global already, because on global, as far as I know, it was tier 1 was the top 1% of all groups, so only 1 in every 100 person went in there, whereas on Switch again, that's top 3% for tier 1, and then tier 2 is between like 4 and 10%, so it'll actually be like decent enough, like normally in a Grand Prix where it's 1% and 10%, that means that obviously there's only 1 tier 1 group for every 9 tier 2 groups. But with the layout like this, there's actually 1 tier 1 group for every 2 tier 2 groups. So there's quite a lot more prizes kind of to be had overall when they lay it out like this, which is kind of cool. But yeah, like you can see from the prizes, it's like tokens, customization packs, and some credits to be had. And it's the same way like the whole way through all of the tiers. Even, the tier 5 groups, which is the lower end of stuff, you're still getting token rewards for 5th place finish, as well as customization packs nearly the full way down, I think. Yeah, so like even in tier 5, you're getting cool customization pieces for the cars. It would be cool if you could get some epics from this Grand Prix, but I'm almost positive that you can't. It's just, credits, blueprints, and some tokens to be had. Hopefully people are doing cool enough though, because you've got this one where you've got your 2 qualification stages, or well, 2 runs of the US Midwest stage, and then on Monday it'll be kicking off into the actual Grand Prix stages with the subterranean dash in Cairo. So as always guys, there's sub button up there over my head. Please give that a click, leave a like, leave a comment down below what you think of this different Grand Prix. Does it make it more fun or less fun, the fact that it's not for a key? Because obviously it's just like there's a challenge, but there's less of a reward at the end. But I hopefully people are enjoying it anyway. And guys, as always, good luck and drive safe.